Hello, 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 all. You're welcome back to yet another ladies' night online. But ladies' night will still take place. So, if you look on the description box, or if you look at the description that I put up there, it says, Nigerian women actually living their best life. And I also put in, or I added that Nigerian women are suffering. And there is a reason. Welcome, welcome, my beautiful, beautiful sister Oka. You're welcome. So today, if you look at the description, I said that Nigerian women actually living their best life. Now that's a question. And then I also said that our Nigerian women are actually suffering. If you remember last week, while we were live, sorry, excuse me, I'm just trying to look into my system so that I can actually see the comments when we start to chat, so that I don't keep scrolling on my phone. So last week, if you remember, while we were live, I said something. Treasure, don't make noise. I said something concerning Nigerian women, and I said what brought about it was the thought of my mom. And that thought of my mom, oh, Christine is online. You're welcome, sweetie. Please just look on the description box and then you will see exactly what I'm talking about. I'm saying our Nigerian women and African women in general living their best life. And then I said that our women are suffering. Thank you, sweetie. Thank you. It's just nightgown on nightgown and just a little bit of sharp hair. So it all came to me because of my mom. And why it came to me, oh, I see someone else. You're welcome. Winnie, you're welcome. You're welcome. So it all came to me because of my mom last week while we were talking. Something all of a sudden came to me and I started thinking. And I said, why did my mom die? Oh, Brenda, you're welcome. You're welcome. You're all welcome. It's so good to see you all. It's so good to see you all. So let us talk, and then I see if I can call any of you to join. But before that, I will just check my connection, and then I'll call you up to join. So, but let me just tell you what I'm talking about. So, thinking about my mom and thinking about the death of my mom. Now, in 2 days, it will mark 1 year since the burial of my mom. So I don't know what happened. Last week I was just feeling a bit homesick, and I was thinking about my mom, and I was thinking about the whole situation, how she died, and then I was, a lot of things came to me. And then I thought and I thought and I thought, and then something hit me. And what hit me was I started to feel guilt upon guilt. I became guilty. And I asked myself, if we had done things differently, wouldn't my mom still be alive? Like, if we had done things differently. Then I asked myself again, I said, my dad died like how many years back? Say, yes, he died in 2017. Yes, my dad died in 2017. And this is 2023. And my mom stayed alive up to this moment, and she only died last year, right? So at the point, I started thinking, why did she have to stay alone? Why did she have to stay I don't know, maybe I'm wrong. Forgive me, maybe I'm wrong. Like, I started to think of all sorts of things that probably if she had a chance to have another companion, maybe she would have stayed longer. Then I started to reflect. I started to reflect on everything that women go through in Nigeria. And then I started to think about family members. Okay, look at my husband. I also know that the mom is a widow. And I know that before I met him, she has also been a widow. So it's been, I think, over 20 something years now. And they are still like single, which brings me to the conclusion that Nigerian women are living for their children instead of also living a life. It is good to live for your children. I understand that perfectly. It is good to live for your children, but I think they are living only for their children once they lose their husbands, and they're not living for themselves. Because at the point we all left home, even our last one graduated, left. She came to Dubai. At this point, who was with my mom? One of my niece. And then at the point, that niece of mine had to go somewhere else. Now, the question is coming. That niece of mine had to go back to her mom because she was going to start school in Lagos. So my mom had to stay alone. We started looking for someone to like stay with her, Then she had just retired. She was a teacher. So she just retired a year before her death. She was strong and everything. So, but the thing is, I was thinking, couldn't it couldn't it have been different if she had a companion whom she would chat with, they would laugh together when we all left home? If she wasn't just alone, lonely and everything, don't we think we should change this whole thing? Don't we think that that women, African women, deserve to be happy again later in life after they lose their husbands? That's just my thought. I felt guilty. I was like, why did she have to stay all those years? Maybe if she had met someone, although I feel somehow to think about it though, but I thought about it. So that is one thing. And why I'm saying this is because I know for a fact that in Nigeria, when men lose their wives, they stay for some years. If he stays a year, amazing. If they stay 2 years, amazing. But after that, you see them remarry. They all remarry, even with kids. They all remarry. So why can't our African women or our Nigerian women remarry in such cases too, to at least have companions? Please, can you chip in on this? Because for me, I think that this should be like talked about so that our women can start to live a more fulfilled life, even just at least for companionship. It's not because of any other thing, it's for companionship. Sorry, I'm trying to put my system on so that at least we can do the comment and I can see. So this is what I think. What do you think? Do you think it is wrong for me to think this way? Do you think I am crossing my boundaries? Because I think we should at this point, we should have gotten past this stage. Today I got to work and I was asking a colleague of mine, I said, is your mom a widow? Is your dad alive? He said, no. I said, is your mom a widow? He said, yes. I said, please, when did your dad die? He said, like 20 something years ago or 30 something years. I said, yes. And your mom is still single? He said, yes. And I said, don't you sometimes think, that your mom could be lonely? Don't you sometimes feel what she feels? He was like, no, but she has us. She has us, I'm sure she's happy. She's happy with us. I said, yes, but don't you think she would be happier if she had a companion? That you are here in the UAE now, you're here, right? So he was like, she's with my brothers and sisters. They always make sure she's around people. I'm like, still, you are her kids. You people are children, your family. Don't you think she still deserves love and affection? At least from someone, from a man. So this is my thinking. And I think this could keep them, longer. So please, ladies, tell me what you think. All the women, especially the African women. Christian, you said all women. I don't think this happens in the West, Christian. Christine, in the West, you see a woman who's 65 years old, who's 70 years old, who's a widow, but she still goes ahead to fall in love. She still goes ahead, she still goes ahead to love again, to find love. Most times, the person she will find probably is also a widower, but then they come together. They adopt each other's children and they become one big family and they're happy again. Some fall in love with single guys. Their way of life is different from our way of life. I understand that. But Don't you think that a Nigerian woman or an African woman could find a mature man whom she could, like, you know, be in love again and have affection? What do you think? Brenda, you said this is so-called Patrick. Sorry. You know this word? I'm always having problems pronouncing this patriarchal word. I know it's all about men, but I don't know why. I just don't know how to pronounce this. So men are allowed to do everything. Thank you. Now, you can say men are allowed to do everything everywhere in the world. In Nigeria, for example, I know that when men lose their wives, some who are good, kind-hearted, they take a year, 2 years to mourn their wives, and then they move ahead to remarry so that they can be happy and productive and have a healthy life. You know, when I say healthy life, you know what I mean. You know, in that, I don't want to mention it, so that they can still have that kind of life. But for women, it's not like that. And I feel it's not good because women are being cheated upon in Nigeria, seriously, and in Africa as a whole. And I think this can be changed. Sorry, I'm taking my eyes off. It's just I'm trying to give this girl something to watch. So, really, I think things could be changed. For all the African women online, please don't do this. For all the African women online, please just, I need you to chip in. Chip in. Tell me what you think about this. Do you think this is fair to African women? Do you think this is fair to Nigerian women? Because I don't think this is fair. This is coming from someone who lost her mom last year. And this is coming from me feeling a bit, not a bit, a whole lot of, you know, guilt, thinking things could have been different if my mom probably found love. Things could have been different if my mom had, you know, a companion, another companion to keep her. It's possible she can get another catch. This is 21st century. Culture of Africa is limitation. Exactly. Favor. Thank you for tuning in, favor. But honestly, favor, this is 21st century. This is what I'm talking about. Can't our women change this behavior? Can't our women see that it is 24th century and it is time to move on? I think the problem here is society. So you see, society has always made women stay in the place that they are not supposed to stay. I don't know what's wrong with my system. They've always kept them in a position where they are limited to do anything. But then the men can do and undo. It's like I was talking about this whole thing that is buzzing on the internet right now. This Odogo Bubu and Aisha. What I see is a man who is so authoritative, who doesn't want his wife to have a say in what is happening or in or in what he does, which is very archaic and backward. Because in the generation that we're in now, a woman has voice. And we all know that women have voice. So this is why I am coming out. Now, it is my project. I am coming out and I am going to keep saying it to the world. I am going to keep saying it to African women, to Nigerian women that enough is enough. The society is not against you. No one is against you. If you find love, please, gladly accept it. It's different if you don't have love. But if you find love, what is it? It's like an abomination. I remember. It's like an abomination when women lose their husbands. They don't even want to think about it. It's like, come on. Times have changed. And our mothers and our widows shouldn't be left to suffer. 30 something years, you lose your husband and you stay single, taking care of your children. What happens to your own desire? What happens to your own, want or feeling of being loved? What happens? That's unfair, seriously. So, Winnie, okay, I need to, great project, enough. Enough is enough, really. I have seen African dudes with 35, 40, 55 years old marrying abroad with five other women in different countries and keep their lives with their chosen African women. In Western world, women can remarry, women can let's see, remarry, and this is the main reason you see Africans and other people marrying these ladies. So I guess African women are limited with their options. They marry early and cannot remarry again like the other African. uh yeah, I see what you wrote. Like the other African penises. I understand that African women are seen as objects with one purpose, be a wife, and that's it. Okay. Honestly, Brenda, that was then. This African woman that you have just described is true. But that was not even in my mother's days. It was in our grandma's and great grandma's days. For example, my mom was not seen as that. I remember growing up, my mom was a teacher, my dad was a principal. My mom going to work, my dad is going to work. I could see them sit together, discuss, plan life. I see my mom say, okay, I will give you this amount for so, 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 so. My dad would be like, okay, I'm going to take care of this. I grew up in that kind of family. I never saw my mom being, put in any place. No, she had her own say too. I know, the man is the head of the family in a Nigerian setting, but still, she was given time. Sorry, did I say time? She was given that liberty to also freely express herself. So this is what I'm talking about. Great project. Enough is enough. Let's change culture. Absolutely. We have to change culture. Favored, really. I feel it's seriously unfair. Seriously. Someone is requesting, let me see. Yes, let me see. Christian. Okay, let's see if I can accept Christian. I think she's requesting to join my video. Okay. Christian, I've added you, so let's see if it will come on. Okay, so while we're waiting for you to come on, please, my ladies, I need your humble opinion. I need you to chip in. Hey, I see someone else online. I see someone else online. You are welcome, sis. You're very welcome. So the topic of today is I feel that African women and Nigerian women are not, uh, how did I put it? I feel like they are not being treated fairly. And I also feel like the society is not giving to our women what they should actually have. Because of the society, Nigerian women and African women as a whole are suffering. And that's because I started thinking about my mom. That was what brought this whole thing. And I was like, if my mom had someone else, if my mom, after my dad died, after she mourned my dad, if she found love, if she found another companion, maybe things would have been different. Like when we all left, we all, those who were married and left home, those who went to other cities to work, even up to our last one leaving home. And what she was left with just my little niece who later moved to her mom because she was going to start school. And at the point, but it was only less than a year my mom started staying home because she just retired. She was still working on her pension and gratuity, and she was still building she had her building project going on. So because of this, she refused to move to any of my sister's place in Lagos. Okay, me, here I am in Dubai. But because of that, she was like, no, I still have a project. I need to finish my house. Okay. But then it took her only 1 year at home. And that 1 year, she wasn't totally alone. But then that was where all this whole thing started from. And then she died. It started like twinkle of an eye. So I'm thinking if she had maybe a companion, things wouldn't have been the way. things wouldn't have happened the way it happened, you know. So, and probably she would have been happier because she has someone to chat with, discuss with, even though we weren't there, she will be happy because she has someone to talk to. I remember growing up when my dad was alive, they would both sit outside in the balcony while we are busy being childish, running around and doing all whatnot inside. My mom and my dad, if I don't know anything, I know for a fact that they really loved each other. They would sit outside and they would be discussing, looking out in the dark, discussing. Sometimes they'll ask us to go buy roasted corn and pear because it's like a street food that we can, munch on at night while we discuss. We will buy that. We'll see. Okay, we will sit and they will keep discussing and telling us of childhood days. So I know firsthand that since my dad died, my mom must have been missing that man. But did she even tell anyone? Did she even discuss with us? No. Did she find another man? No. And this must stop. If a woman loses her husband and she mourns and mourns, after that, let her go. Let her find a companion. Although we discussed about this today, and someone was giving me the limitations surrounding this whole thing. I was like, anything could be worked around. And he said to me, I think it's because they are scared for their children. They want to keep their children safe. I hate it when African women, they start by this that they have children, have to happening. I don't know what's happening here. Okay, I need to put my attention on my system and really log in so that I can see what's going on. Yes. Okay, now I'm into my system so I don't keep touching my phone. Okay. So that is it. I want to be able to read the messages so that we can discuss through them. That's exactly what I'm trying to do. Please forgive me. I'm gonna log in and try to see myself and see what's going on. Okay, I see myself live. All right, so let me see what's going on. Okay, and let me see if I can see the chats. No, no, no way. Okay, just a minute, ladies, please. Wow, why can't I see? Okay, so okay, let's go on while I'm waiting to connect. So yes, they call cultural differences. Okay. I hope the society will shift their minds for better. Really, let it stop. Let her go. This is what I think. Let African women just encourage themselves. They still can catch up, partner again, and happily married. Exactly. Now, that's what I'm talking about. Let African women think for themselves, not people to think for them. Exactly. So now this is what has been worrying me. And it's worrying me because I'm not that one who wants to get married. It's just worrying me because I feel like our mothers are suffering. I feel like if they had done things differently, maybe, just maybe things could have been a bit different. So this is what I'm thinking about. And I encourage us to please share what you think. I like that you're all sharing. Brenda, yes. I think this is a good thing. We have to, yes. Society needs to shift their mindset. Okay, at times, the African women have fear gripping them not to lose. Okay, have fear gripping them not to lose late hobbies, property, also fear in-laws tension. Okay, when you talk about losing husband's property, if the man dies, for us, okay, mostly if you're talking about landed properties, they go to the sons in the house. I remember when my dad died, Tristy, please don't do that. Don't do that. Please move away from my back. I remember when my dad died, things like landed properties, anything like that goes to the men in the house. We the ladies, we do not We do not inherit properties. So, Treasure, please don't do that. Can you move? I'm sorry, ladies. My daughter, she has started again. So, uh, yes, thank you. Thank you very much, my lady. Thank you. Good baby, please stay. So, if this mindset could be shifted, I'm sure a lot of things could be changed. That's why I came on here tonight to see if I can gather some women and talk to them about this and ask them to please share the video. Let's share the video. Let's change the mindset. Let us encourage African women who have lost their husbands, especially those who are like 30 something, 40 something, even 50 something. If you are lucky enough to get a companion, a true companion, please do not hesitate. At least if you have a friend and a companion, it will make you stay longer. It will relieve stress. It will remove depression. A lot of the things, in fact, a lot of times, depression kills more than any other thing. Okay? So come on, ladies. Oka, I've not heard your voice tonight. What's happening? I've not heard your voice. It's been Brenda and Favor going on. And Christine. Christine, I think, must have gone to sleep. Christine must have gone to sleep. Tell me what you think. I really don't understand. I'm trying to go on Facebook through my system, but it's just enough, 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 enough. Don't press it. Don't press it, mommy, please. Okay? Be a good girl. I know you're a good girl. So tell me what you think. Tell me what you think. I'm going to keep singing it. I'm going to keep talking about it. I'm going to say, African women, we need to change our mentality. We need to change that mentality of living for just our kids. There is a group that I'm in. That group is headed by a doctor, a gynecologist. So he shares a lot of things, and then he sometimes encourages us about life. Last week, he said something concerning women, and he said that women live only for their children. Even some who are still in marriage, especially Nigerian women and African women, they live for their kids. They get married and all of a sudden they forget to do the necessary things, or they forget to be a woman, and they start to live motherhood life only, forgetting that she's also a woman before she became a mother. So before you became a mother, you were a woman. Don't forget yourself. Don't forget the love. Don't forget, your sexiness. Don't forget everything that you used to have. And this is why they start to live for their children. And then as time goes on, they come to forget the whole thing. Really, they come to forget that they were once women, and then they start to act like, older women of the society. And this is also the reason why when they lose their husbands, they even forget to find love again. I have seen someone who lost husband at age 20 something, late 20s, and she stayed single. How come? How come? Now I'm gonna like all these questions and answers. I forgot to like them. Like, how come? Who does that? Who does that? Except Africans, except Nigerian women. So this mindset, really, we have to change it. We have to change it. Come on, tell me what you think. Don't tell me I'm alone. Don't tell me I'm alone. Let's do this. I'm not going to make the video so long because it's not like our usual ladies' night where we talk relationship. Yes, ladies' night is all about relationship. Ladies' night is where we come to, we sit down, we have fun like we've always done. But this today's ladies' night is dedicated to Nigerian women and African women, telling them to rise up, to stand up. It's time. It's high time they started to change the whole thing. Really, they have to change it. They cannot remain this way. No, it cannot be. They have to go ahead. They have to move ahead. To be honest, I asked my colleague about this. I said, your mother, he said the same thing. He was like, okay, honestly, now you're right. I'm like, have you seen, if if just turn the situation around, would your father still be single till today? He smiled. He started laughing. He said, ah, come on, he's a man. I'm like, are you serious now? She's a human being. Your dad is also a human being. So you see that they think that things should be different because African women, you see, and this is Nigerian mentality for you. This is serious Nigerian mentality. And this is what I want to end. Just like I've done this live, I will also go and make a video about this so that those who missed the live will see the video and I will talk about it. I'm sorry, my ladies, it's not like the usual ladies' night. And if you want us to go ahead to talk about something like a relationship question, why not? We're still open. But something else I still want to chip in is I also feel that African women are not respected enough. And if you are an African woman or African man, and if you see this video, it's not because I'm trying to mess up our culture or mess up our tradition, but with things that are happening these days and with the present one that I see, I'll keep saying it concerning Boo Boo and Aisha. It makes me actually feel like these people, they don't actually understand what the world is talking about. They don't actually understand. And you feel you can do and undo without your wife, but you feel that she owes you the respect all the time. This attitude, we need to change it. That's just it for today's ladies' night because I don't want it to be so long. And hopefully, next week we'll come back with our hot, hot, hot topics that we usually have on ladies' night so that everybody can contribute. So today's one is just limited to African women. And I see that most people online. Okay, let me see if I can invite you if you have anything to say because I see that you've not said anything for a while. So let me see. I've been trying to invite. I invited this other lady. It went off. Brenda. I don't know Brenda if she's still there. I don't know. I see three people. Let me see my audience. Okay. 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 If you can, come on. I don't see any other person except you. But I know that I have like three people watching. Okay, please, my ladies, if you are watching this, share it. If you're a man, you're watching this, share it. And it's not because I'm trying to overdo or I'm trying to make a video. It is something that is coming straight from my heart. It is. We have to change this whole thing. We have to change it for the sake of our mothers. We have to change it for the sake of our sisters. We have to change it for the people around us so that they can lead or live a better life. Like I said, if I could have done anything to change the whole situation, if I could, I would. I could have told my mom, Mommy, please don't let us hold you back. Don't even let us hold you back. We are grown. We are all adults. We are all adults. What's the problem? What? Go, 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 go. Go on, sweetie. What's the problem? Go. Go inside. Daddy's there. Daddy's in the room. Don't be scared. Go on, my baby. Go. She wants to wee and she's crying. Go on. So that's it. I'm not doing it because it's just simply because I know that it's going to help our society. It's going to change a lot of things, and that's it. So I guess that's it for tonight. It's a short one. It's a short life. And ladies, if you have any other thing to join, please join and let us go. Could we make a closed group on Facebook to discuss about other topics? I kind of have a closed group already, a private group, and it's within this my page. I called it Malicious Mimi's group. Yes. So the group is really, really close, although we have both men and women there. And it was all because of, relationship and some of my friends who are like foreign women, trying to bring them there so that they can also talk to Nigerian men one on one and see, and just, hook up, have friends, and see how it goes. That's just the aim. So, but hopefully, or isn't that what you're talking about, Brenda? Brenda, I said I was going to bring you on tonight, but I really don't know what's happening. Have you checked your connection? I can't see you. Sorry. I can't see you when I scroll up to see the audience. I see only Oka in the audience, but I know for sure that three people are live now. Let me invite again. Oka, please, are you there? She's the only one I see online, and I've clicked on her again to invite her. But it keeps saying connection failed. I tried to invite Christine, connection failed. But Brenda, I can't see you, Mama. Can you please check what's wrong? Why I can't see you? Brenda? Brenda, glad to meet you. Okay. This is the end. Okay. Brenda, are you there? Oka, did you see my invite? Did you see my invite? It still says adding on my screen. I don't know. I really don't understand what's going on or why it's so hard to add someone and for us to have a good discussion because my ladies have been trying. Like I said last week, it's all about the app, but believe me, I've not had time. But still, okay, give me a minute. I'm going to check on something and come right back. Please. Okay. Hello. Okay. Who's there? Do I still have my people on? Okay, girl, check again. I'm trying to add you this time. Check again, please. Check again, please. And see, please. I see Brenda now, but the invite is not highlighted. Let's see. Brenda, you request me. Let's see. Oh, okay, any of you. No one is requesting. Let me see request. Okay, no one is requesting, but I have two people online. But unfortunately, I don't know what's happening. The invite is not highlighted. Okay, let me try again. Okay. Okay. Let me see. Connection failed again. Wow, great. Brenda, please check. If it's not gonna connect, I guess I'll just finish up the live. It says adding. Brenda, can you see? Oh, mommy, don't do that. Okay. Who's there? I guess I'll just have to go. I don't know what's happening. I don't see anyone online anymore. But Oka is still there. Anyway, this is just like a test run since we're about to finish to see if I can like put anyone online. But unfortunately, say it says connection fail. Okay, someone is requesting. Okay, I accept it. Okay. All right. I've accepted you, Brenda. Let's see if it will come on. What's up, sis? It's not adding. I don't know why. It says adding on my screen though. It says adding on my screen. Wow, this is crazy. Okay, I guess. Technical. Okay, couldn't add guest. This person was unable to join because of technical issues. What technical issue again? Why? Why is it like that? I'm trying one more time, Brenda. Really? Oh, now I'm so greasy. Yes. Okay. Oh, time is going. Colors. I guess that's just it, sis. We'll just go off for now and hopefully again, like we've always said, I will connect you. I will connect you now. We will talk after this, okay? So have a good day. That's just the topic to make our women feel, more comfortable in Nigeria and Africa at large. That's just it.